We're gonna make a camera gimbal to get those super great shots. Welcome back. We're gonna work on the gimbal again. What? I hear you. I hear you. But today, I think it's gonna be the final piece, except for when we gotta take it out on the street and make a hit with it. But let me show you what we're gonna do. Check it out. Alright, here's the V-pan for this. So as you know, we've got our spring arm. There's the spring. So previously had the gimbal part hooked to the arm. Hung down here to the camera. So what I want to do is hook the gimbal part to the arm here. But what I have to do is have the swing point of the camera be under where the attachment point is. Let's see if I can do this a little better. So I've got my pole, comes up. And as you know, previously everything went this way. Like if I were standing behind the pole, everything went that way and in line with the pole. So I'm going to have to change it so it's not in line with the pole. So when I'm facing this way, this with the pole, it's attached on the side. It still faces forward, but it's attached on the side. Okay, so I'm going to have to change how it mounts to the pole. I'm not going to use that block. I'm going to cut out a nice piece of metal in kind of a shape like this. Well, I want it like this. This will be angled. It's going to come over here. And then my pole is going to attach here. This will need to be a little bit bigger. And then my camera mount will attach here, face this way. So when I'm in the vertical mode and I'm looking forward, it'll be configured like this. And if I want to do horizontal, it'll come like this. Now this does two things. So I've got to have a piece that comes out, because there's going to be a big C where the arm hooks. Here's the spring arm. Then my camera's here. So I need that pivot point to be under where the camera is. And that way this whole system will swing when the pole moves. So I already need to build a piece here that's going to be long. So by doing this, I don't need to build a piece up here to hold it. Because when you look at the pole, this new system, so it'll be here. This is looking from the side, the camera will be here, and the whole contraption will be back here. Oh, let me do that again. So it's going to be hooked. The C mount will come back here, however long it needs to be. The spring arm will be mounted here. The camera there, under that pivot point. And then that way, we'll have that pivot point, and it's going to swing. That whole system will swing, and hopefully it'll give that resistance it needs. But I still have to figure out how to stop it from swinging. I think we got, like I said before, 50% solution on that. So let's get started. So that's my block from before. So I just need to take that caster piece off. Drill the holes first. There we go. That's our piece to put attached to the pole. And then that piece is going to go right there. Cut a little close right there. But if 3 don't hold her, 4 never would. Alright, put that aside for now. We got to figure out a measurement. So, this, I think we're going to have to flip that over, or will we? This one, maybe not. Or it'll be the other way. Or however that's going to be configured. So this will be here, attached to our plate. And I think we are going to have to flip that over, huh? Because this is where the camera will be. This will be here. No, that'll work. But we might need an extension here. So it'll be up here. So let's start with a measurement. How long we're going to need. Oh. Yeah, no wonder. Because this is going to be here. That piece will be there. Under where the camera will be. So then I have a piece of this running from here down to here. Well, we'll make our C or U shape, which we'll attach here. So yeah, that's all we need. Had it all backwards. Okay. So let's get a pretty good estimate. How long my beam is going to need to be. I'll attach there. If I made it 1 foot, no, Let's make it 11 inches. 11 inches. I'll be back. Got it. I'll be back. Complete. Hot today, boys. So this is what I'm going to make this piece out of. It's a 1-inch aluminum stock. Now, like I say, this is where my bends are going to be. I'll cut it here. And after I bend it, I could still cut these some, but I want to be able to have the space for that bend to work out right. Same with there. So I'm going to cut it here and then start bending. Close enough, eh? One last cut. Alright. What it looks like so far. Kind of like the drawing, eh? But I'm suspecting that I might put too much, it's going to want to flop that way. So I might just need this part underneath there. We'll see. It's a little better. Oh, we've got a built-in stop. Stop that forward rocking. All right. And the problem will be here. So this is what we ended up with. Put the weight on the back instead of underneath here, because the weight of all that just pushed it up. Actually push it down. We put the stopper here to stop it from bouncing around in that vertical, when the pull's vertical. Get some spring action. Put a different spring in there. Put some weight on this side to balance out. And then that system kind of balances out and it makes that transition. And I've got another stopper here, stop it on the horizontal. And then we still get the spring action there. So there you go. So we're going to take it out, make a hit with it on the street, and you'll see that next week. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I'm going to catch you on the next one.